All praises due to the Most High, family. We back with another Acres anime review. I just finished watching episode 49 of Jujutsu Kaisen, the second episode in this most recent season. And so we was getting pressed by Naoya-san, right? By he's looking to be the head of the Zenin clan. And so he's looking to find Megumi because under the current conditions, Megumi is slated to be the head of the Zenin clan. And this upsets Naoya-san. And so he is looking for Yuji so that he can use Yuji to find Megumi. Okay? And so we're dealing with him because he was messing us up last episode, especially Choso. And so that's where we pick up in this episode is basically Choso still dealing with Naoya, or Naoya. And so Naoya's still putting hands on him. He's just moving so fast, and I still don't understand how his power works. I mean, obviously he's got like speed. Oh no, he did mention, but I didn't fully understand, man. I don't know if this is a Jujutsu Kaisen thing that is hard to understand or keep up with all the details, or if this is a me thing right now. Naoya said something about he's moving like 24 frames per second ahead, something like that. But the point is he's moving fast now, and he thinks that Choso's really like done for. He thinks Choso's cooked. Now, what Choso does at first is he's manipulating. His power is blood manipulation, right? So he's manipulating blood to his eyes, and this is allowing him to keep up better with Naoya, but still not quite enough. So really what he has to do is they're like in the subway station, right? They're like underground in the subway station. And so what Choso does is he basically like releases he's flooding the subway station with blood, right? And so they explain to us, because now he's asking, how is he bleeding this much and he's not dying? The show explains to us that basically as long as Choso has cursed energy, he can't die from bleeding out, right? So now he is running away. He's trying to run from this wave of liquid blood, right? Obviously he can't do that. And so Choso manipulates the blood that gets soaked onto Naoya's clothes and he dries it. So that makes him slightly less mobile. But he's still confident that he's not really handicapped, right? Now, at this time is when Yuta arrives and basically like shows both Choso and Naoya that he's already caught and has killed Yuji, right? So he pulls up on Choso. Naoya, he just knocks Choso out. He really didn't say nothing to him, knocks him out, and then explains to Naoya that Yuji's dead and that we need Naoya to report Yuji as dead to the top brass, right? Because Yuta then explains to us and Yuji that Gojo had came by a few months back and asked us that in the event that he's gone, that we look after Yuji. And so Yuta came up with the plan of faking Yuji's death as to protect him, because if he didn't do that, it would only cause more people to come and chase after him in the future. So this buys us some time. Now, Yuta did mention, he's like, hey, it's probably not going to buy us a whole bunch of time. They're probably going to figure out that we faked your death, but it'll buy us some here. Now, as Yuji and Yuta are regrouping, Megumi shows up. And so he understands that Yuji is feeling a type of way, right? Yuji's a well-intending kid. And he's the host, he's the vessel of an evil spirit. One of the strongest ones ever. And so Yuji is trying to help people, whereas this Sukuna, this evil spirit inhabiting him, doesn't mind hurting people, right? So that's what happened in the last season. Yuji, while being possessed by Sukuna, did a lot of damage to the city and hurt and killed a lot of people. Yuji is not over that. And Yuji is demoralized. He's like apprehensive about getting involved. He really wants nothing to do with anything that humans are now involved with because he doesn't want to hurt humans. He's really only comfortable handling cursed spirits, like we saw last episode, right? But Megumi, and I like this line from Megumi. Megumi said, "Hey Yuji, we're not heroes, man. Like we're jujutsu sorcerers, and so I get that you want to help people and like, you know, but our job is not to be heroes and save people. You know, our job really is to like justify our existence, right? And that is to like, we got to keep moving. I get that you're upset and feel bad about what happened, but like, if we just sit here and stop, then there's no justification. Like, why were we ever empowered? Why were we ever doing anything? Right? We just admit defeat if that's the case. So Yuji is kind of picking it up again, right? Now we have to return to the Jujutsu High School. We got to meet somebody named Tengen. I'm not remembering Tengen too much, to be honest with you. But by the end of the episode, we find them. I was concerned because they were saying that it was going to be an arduous task. But we found Tengen at the end of the episode. We're back at the school. We teamed up. We linked back up with Maki and this blonde girl. I don't remember the blonde girl either. So brush me up on Tengen and this blonde girl if it's something I should already know, right? But so we got Yuji, Choso, Megumi, Yuta, Maki, this blonde girl, and we're linked up with Tengen at Jujutsu High. So we're about to get started with the Culling games. We got the breakdown of the Culling game rules. And so there's a point system. It seems like not everybody will have the same amount of assigned points, right? So everybody's going to have a different amount of starting points. And then I guess like you get the total value of the person's points that you take out. Like if you've got your points plus somebody else's points and I take you out, I think I get all of the points that you had. And then when you get 100 points, you can use those 100 points to enforce a new rule into the game. And so I don't know. What are the winning conditions of this game? Is there only one winner? Can you just make a rule that you win? Can you impose your own winning conditions if you're the first to 100 points? I don't know. I'm kind of interested and worried about Yuji, bro. Like, I don't know, man. I'm excited. We'll see how this plays out because, obviously Megumi is in the center of a lot of happenings and goings on right now. The Zenin clan drama. He's wanted by Sukuna. He's trying to save his sister. It's a lot going on for Megumi right now. So now that he's back, I'm interested to see what's going on with him this season. All praise is due to the Most High, family. Peace and love. Tap into the comments. Let me know what you thinking. Let me know what I got wrong, what I'm missing. Help me out, family.